If I might jump in real quick, Lewis, I know you got to go soon, but and I'm glad you're sharing more. But Mark, those of us that have spent some more time in deeper level conspiracy theory research, I think in association with Shrf-Mack there is a fellow named Robert David Steele that is an ex-CIA agent. Okay, and he's a problem, and Shrf-Mack is a problem, and that Charlie Ward fella, he's a problem too. Okay, so I can't help but think that what we're looking at there is another COINTELPRO operation that is being led by people that are trying to. They are saying a lot of good things. They are saying a whole lot of good things, but I don't believe their agenda is a righteous agenda.
It's
the bottom
solid,
line.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I think Lewis would be inclined to agree with me on that. Lewis, are you?
But maybe that's just in their history. I'm not trying to back them up, but I don't know. I haven't listened to them that much. They just seem like they're on the ball and they're patriots, seemingly. And
yeah. I'm sure a lot of good-hearted.
I think it was a diversion. I really do. I became aware of Shrf-Mack probably, I don't know, 10 years or so ago, while involved in that Ted Turner, Republic, and just seeing since then, what he's doing and what he has done, the organization he's joined, the organizations that he's left, the reasons why. Again, I think that some of the ideas that these organizations profess are great ideas, and if we can stand behind the ideas and hold them to that, without dividing, the population. That's my thing, because I can take some things from the Oath Keepers that they've said, and in terms of their ideas, and be in complete agreement. But then I look at how they apply certain things and who they are. And who they've shown themselves to be, and with people I don't think highly at all, So that's the thing. Even again, I look towards the founding documents, such as the Declaration, the Articles of Confederation, the Constitution itself. Again, take the ideas with the Constitution. That's their Constitution. As Nikki has mentioned, I'm not talking about nobility or others. I speak of their Constitution, meaning the corporation, and it's their document. And if we can hold them to their document, okay, and use or their contract or their social compact, whatever it might be, it does not define who I am. So, and I operate from that position. So, Chrlz and I have had conversations before about correction of status, and I feel I give that more weight than perhaps Chrlz does, because I think, again, it's something that needs to be done. I am not the elective franchise. I do, however, own one, because I've taken the steps in terms of correcting my political status on the record to claim ownership of the elective franchise. So as such, I may utilize it as I see fit or to my benefit. Okay, but it is not me. It is not who I am. As such, I feel very comfortable saying I am not a 14th Amendment citizen, United States certificated person. So, I'm very comfortable in that. Others might not be so comfortable in that. So,
can I throw a little intel on the fire regarding Matt and Oath Keepers and some of these other imposter conservatives that are fooling people?
I yield.
Well, I was actually at the foundational meeting of organizing the Oath Keepers with Richard Mack, Stuart Rhodes, and there were some other people. There was a black robe preacher, Garrett something, I can't remember his full name right now, but he was a very good actor impersonating Ben Franklin, and it was a very good group. And like you say, Stuart, their precepts that they profess that have on the back of their shirts and the cards are pretty sound precepts. However, Stuart Rhodes, being a barred licensed Esquire attorney, he's actually been to my home before with Tom Lacavera from the Resurrect the Republic operation and Restore America plan, and they were also involved in producing the Truckers' Ride for the Constitution. It was hijacked by this retired now General Boykin, who is part of the 10th Psychological Operations Division, this influencing operations that Tory and Patrick Byrne talk about quite a bit. They had a couple of really good exposés on these different generals in the military that are obviously less favorable to American views, but they have posed as conservatives that want to save the republic and so on and so forth, but they seem to have agendas that are far different than what they purport to operate under. And this is the danger. I actually tried to talk to Richard Mack. I was involved back then during my defense of land patents down in Arizona when I was being attacked by the Yavapai County Board of Commissioners and their zoning agents and so on and so forth. Again, the zoning agents seem to really be an insidious force here in America, this nanny maniacs that are out there trying to tell everybody how to deal with their private land. That was part of the precipice and the impetus of starting this whole nefarious operation of trying to murder me here in Las Vegas, was under the guise of zoning. And where do they get? They can only zone what they own, and most people don't grasp the concept that when you register your property, your land, your auto with the corporate state, they are presumed to assume they own and control it. And there's a book, I think, they own it all, including you. And this is the unfortunate circumstance that we really, if you're a U.S. citizen, you don't own anything because property can't own property. And you can only be a subject of ownership when you are property. And that's what a U.S. citizen is, a small c. So I certainly lie with not being a 14th Amendment citizen, exactly as as Lewis had spoken before, and I am not one either. You can find the other classification of free men on the land under Title 8 of the United States Code, Section 1101, parenthetical small a, parenthetical 22, parenthetical B, explicitly not parenthetical A. Parenthetical A is a U.S. citizen, and parenthetical B states, although in permanent allegiance, is not a citizen. And a citizen is a diminishing attribute under the Roman civilis law of Justinian's Code of a city denizen. That's a property or a slave of the city. And so I certainly admire Lewis's removing that albatross of that false label created by the powers of the plenary Congress acting in its tyrannical dictatorial aspects that has seemed to be taken over and occupied into the corporate model. And so with that, I'll yield and thank you for listening to my opposition to Richard Mack and Boykin and Richard David Steele and the CIA and the FBI.
Well, thanks for that, Chris. Yeah, it straightens me out a bit. I'll tell you, I'll just keep an eye on them. This Robert Steele guy is the ones that putting all the mechanical aspects of this tour together, the buses, etc. And, you know, he looks like me, actually. And the other guy, what's his name, Sasha Stone, he's from England, but he's just, you know, he's just strangly long hair like this, and, you know, he's smart and everything, dude, but he's doing maybe the people involvement in it, but we'll just check it out. But you need to defend us, Chris. Sounds like you already are. Sounds good, man.
Thank you.